All right, about to go see the Joker today. I've avoided pretty much everything about the movie. The last thing I saw was that last trailer I did that reaction to. And just a side note, I'm not really into reactions. I think they're kind of lame. That's why I've been trying to get pretty creative with the last few reactions. But yeah, I've avoided everything from this Joker movie. And when I first heard about this movie, I was very on the fence about it. I didn't really understand why they would just make a movie about Joker. I think Joker's probably one of the most overrated Batman villains. Or, maybe not overrated, but oversaturated for sure. Like, he's in everything that's related to Batman. And now he gets his own movie. And when I first heard they were going to do that, I was just like, why? Why does Joker need an origin? The whole point of his character is that you don't know his origin and that it could be anything. Joker exists because Batman exists. And that's kind of like the whole point. If Batman just hung up the cape, Joker would stop doing what he's doing. They need each other to survive. And that's why when I heard they were making a Joker film with no Batman in it, I was very reluctant to see any good things in this. But then you hear Joaquin Phoenix is going to be playing the Joker. And then my ears perked up because Joaquin Phoenix is like the greatest living actor today. And he could pull off any role. And then you hear Martin Scorsese's attached to the film, but then he ended up dropping out. But just the idea of Martin Scorsese almost directing this film makes it seem like this film had a hell of a good script attached to it to get his interest, right? This Joker movie's getting the attention of Martin Scorsese, Joaquin Phoenix. So those were very good signs going in. But then, Scorsese drops out and Todd Phillips becomes the director. And I'm very familiar with Todd Phillips. I've seen all his Hangover films. I've seen Old School. I even saw his first documentary film, the first film he really made, and that's the documentary on Gigi Allen. And I highly recommend everybody go watch that documentary. It's on YouTube for free, so you could probably find it. Just type in Gigi Allen documentary, and you'll see it. It's Todd Phillips' first film, and it's about a crazy rock star that acts just like the Joker. So I kind of had a really good feeling that this is a film Todd Phillips can pull off. So all that combined really turned my opinion about the movie to know that, they weren't just making a Joker film for the hell of it, that they were putting a lot of good talent into it, and the film was going to be made with a lot of love and care. And since it's such a small production budget, Warner Brothers didn't even fucking worry about it, right? They're just like, all right, we'll give you a little money, go make your film. Warner Brothers probably didn't really care what they made because it was such a low investment for them anyway. And since the movie is not technically connected to any other DC films, it's a very low risk film. And what do you know? They get the right talent, they give them a little money, they leave them alone to make the film. And what do you know? Joker's winning awards at film festivals. Everyone's praising it. People are getting hyped for it. It's probably going to be the biggest movie of October. And one of the biggest reasons it's going to be such a big film is because Warner Brothers had very little meddling with this film. And that just gets me way more excited to see it, to know that it is a film made with a lot of love and care, and that they're taking the film completely seriously, and they're treating it like a big character study film that's reserved for, dramas and other types of art house films, but now they're doing it with a comic book film. And this is something I've always wanted to see. I've wanted to see Hollywood take these comic book characters and capitalize on the potential they have to be amazing character studies. And the Joker might just be the first one in a long line of more character studies on DC villains. I think that would be a fantastic idea. Because, when I first heard they're making a Joker film, I was like, that's not a good idea. But now that it's here and it's well made and they put a lot of care into it, then why don't they do this with every other Batman villain or any other DC villain? It might not draw as much as the Joker film, but I could totally see, a low production budget for like a Two-Face film or a Sinestro film. I mean, they could go loads of directions, and I hope they realize what they've tapped into, because there's an adult audience that's really hungry for these type of films, and you could just keep making them. It's not even that much of an investment on their part. And since, they spent so little on the Joker, they were able to spend like double the amount on marketing, and now this film's everywhere. Like every TV channel has an ad for it. The ads are all over YouTube. You can't escape the movie right now. Everybody knows this movie's coming out this weekend. And I really wonder how big that box office is going to be. Apparently it was setting records for pre-sale numbers. but we'll see how that turns out. So the film is definitely going to do well. And if it does like extremely well, then, Warner Brothers and all those people that make the DC films got to really think about what they want to do here. Do you want to have, your Birds of Prey type films, which are more pop, mainstream friendly films that you could sell to China? Do you want to have those films running alongside your Joker-esque type films, which are more low budget character studies that you could sell to everybody else? It looks like they're doing both at the moment, and I wonder how long they can keep that up. I wonder if this is just going to be the norm, or we're going to get like Birds of Prey type films, Suicide Squad-esque type films alongside these, super serious character studies, and just have completely different universes. Every character study film like the Joker, it could be in an Elseworld. It could just be a different world entirely, and you don't have to worry about connecting it. I think that'd be a great route to go down. I just want really good films. And if we have to put up with poppy, corny films, then that's fine. I don't have to be sober for Birds of Prey. But I want to be sober for Joker because I want to see this film. I want to ingest this film. I want to enjoy this film. I'm going into this film wanting to like it. I want to like it a lot. It's playing right to my sensibilities when it comes to films. These are the type of films I really like. And they're doing it with a comic book character, so I can't be happier about that. Getting to see Joaquin Phoenix do his portrayal of the Joker is going to be something special. Something we haven't seen since Heath Ledger's Joker. And I can't wait to see it. And if you don't want to see this film because you think it's supporting Warner Brothers or some bullshit like that, then you're cheating yourself because, this film looks really good. Joaquin Phoenix might have just given the performance of his lifetime, and everybody should see this in the theaters day one. But yeah, that's it for now. I'm super excited to see the film. I can't wait to see it. I see it later today at nighttime. So when I get out, it's going to be probably after midnight. And I'll have my thoughts about it. That's for sure. I'll record my thoughts and put that up after I see the film. But very excited. And I just hope it's really good. And I hope I enjoy it. But then again, it's just got to be a good film. I'm already going in wanting to like it. So it's going to have to do a lot for me to hate it. Obviously, the whole, Joker origin thing, I already don't like that aspect. I don't like that Joker has an origin. But if they play it off as if it's like just one of many origins that he's possibly making up because Joker's an unreliable narrator, and they kind of leave the ending ambiguous, then I think that could be perfect. And I'll probably love it if they do something like that. But, we'll have to see. I'll have to see the film before I make that judgment. But yeah, that's it for now. Comment below. Let me know if you're seeing Joker. And if you have seen it, shut your mouth. Alright? Don't need no spoilers. I'm seeing it later today. I'm probably not going to read the comments till after I see the Joker movie. But yeah, that's it for now. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.
This has all been worked out far in advance, Francis. You are merely the last tiny cog in my grand design. So don't speak to me again. Now, what is everyone in town talking about?
Your fish?
I told you not to speak!